Motor vehicle insurance is a requirement by law, but unfortunately, not everyone plays by those rules. Attorney David Greene is here to discuss uninsured motorist coverage and how to protect yourself from uninsured drivers. David, it's good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, so I have a really good friend. This happened just a few days ago. They were driving, got rear-ended, driver drove off, uninsured, all of those things. What does someone do in a case like that?
Always call the police, get a report. Very, very important to get that report and then go ahead and seek medical treatment and make sure you're okay. But then talk to a lawyer like the lawyers at Greene and Phillips. We know the rules and kind of how to put that all together. Everyone is offered uninsured motorist on their policy, even if they have just liability. Many times people have waived that and do not realize they've even waived it. It only saves you about $25 to $30 a year. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's hard to believe, and I've actually researched this, and it's very insignificant, and people just sign away their right. Do not ever, and I'd like to encourage everyone to look at their policies. Let's make sure you have uninsured motorists. It's very, very important to make sure you have it, because this can happen all too often. Many times people have insurance, they buy the card, they make the first payment, and they don't continue paying. And that might be why they run, or they may have warrants or some other reason that they're afraid.
Right.
And so, not picking on those folks, but I mean, they're scared. They may leave. And so, if you have that situation occur, you need to have underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage. I'm glad to sit down and talk to anybody and explain that, even if there's not a case.
Right. So what does that coverage actually look like? So in the case of my friend, how would that help that person and their vehicle?
What would happen is it would step into the defense of the person that actually struck you, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you're buying insurance to cover you if someone else hits you and does not have insurance. Or if someone hits you and doesn't have enough insurance, then your insurance can tack on the top of theirs.
Now, we've mentioned this, but is it actually a requirement to have uninsured motorist coverage?
It is required to be offered.
Got it.
But you can reject it. And a lot of times people are online, you know, filling out their forms for applications for insurance, and they just reject. They only want the minimum, and so they don't realize that they need someone to explain this to them. You've got to have you've got to have underinsured motorists, and it's so inexpensive, but it can make a huge difference in your life if something happens.
So, to really wrap things up, and UIM, not expensive whatsoever. Like you said, maybe $30 a year, not a month, a year.
A year.
Right.
Unbelievably cheap. Some people may research this when they see this and say, wait a second, it's $50 a year. Well, if it's $50 a year and you get hit and you break your leg and you're out of work and you can't pay your bills and someone hit, I mean, it can happen. It can happen today. We don't want it to happen, but it can. Statistically, it's going to happen to us, you know, at some point in our life we're going to have an accident. You need to make sure you have UIM, and I'm glad to explain it to anybody. If they want to come by, or just call me.
Yeah, so maybe someone's watching this morning and they're thinking, you know what, I did sign some of those things on my insurance policy. I'm not sure if I have it or if I don't have it. What's the first step? To call your insurance company?
Call them and ask them and unsign it.
Yeah. Okay. Reject.
Call them and reject it. Say, I'm not doing that. I'm not checking that, but I want to make sure I have UM. Charge me, send me how much it would be, pay it. It makes a huge difference. It would, even if it's broken out over 6 months, that's hardly any money.
Right.
And I know everyone's on a budget, we all are.
Yeah.
But if you break it out, it can make a huge difference. And the interesting thing about if you have 2 or 3 cars, those cars can stack coverages. So I can explain that to anyone if they want to call me.
All the information today. What we're preaching is just making sure you have it for yourself and your family. David, if someone's watching, they want to give you guys a call about any kind of potential case, how can they do that?
It's very simple, 251-300-2000. Talk to Brittany, my assistant. Glad to talk to you if you want to. If it's after hours, we always have people available 24 hours a day that can take your call.
All right, David, thank you. We'll have a link to their website on ours, fox10tv.com.